Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Amanda and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we're doing my super quick out the door easy peasy makeup that I just throw on. It takes me like 10 minutes and I'm ready to go type of thing. And we're using a lot of glowy products, very fresh skinned, very springtime, trying to bring some spring in on this bitter cold day here in Louisiana. We are having our last big freeze, I think, coming up. Hopefully it's the last one because girl, it dropped 20 degrees last night. It went from humid normal Louisiana to 40 degrees this morning, and it's gonna get steadily colder throughout the day, and it's gonna be down in the 20s. Yeah, like the low one night is gonna be like 21. That's super cold for here, okay? Like super cold. We're gonna have snow apparently this weekend. This is just my quick easy kind of moving into spring makeup. Very glowy, quick. You can use your fingers to do half of it. You don't even need brushes for most of this actually, except for like the blush, and if you use a cream blush you don't even need that. And the eyes, I use 2 brushes on the eyes I think, and yeah, this is just the look. It's skin shows through it, like you really didn't put that much effort in, but you look so put together and nice, and I just wanted some nice spring tones on the eyes. And yeah, if that interests you, just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, let me know some more looks you want to see. And without further ado, let's get into this quick, easy, getting ready to run some errands kind of look. Good morning. Oh, it is so early. It is, well, it's 7 now, but I've been up a long time. Anyway, today we're going to do a quick everyday makeup routine that I've been doing lately, and I'm just going to show you what I do to get ready on days where I just want to get out the door. Don't want to do a whole lot, but I just want to look put together. I did one of these, I think, back in the fall, and things have changed a little bit. I've got different products I like to use. I thought it'd be kind of fun just to show you what I've been doing lately. Excuse my wild hair. Oh man, it's wild today. But yeah, all I've done so far is my morning skincare and my brows. If you want to see my morning skincare, I do have a video on that. I'll link it up here in the eye, or whichever side that pops up on. I've gone and got my smoothie this morning. That's basically all I've done aside from my skincare, and put some clothes on. It is very cold today. It's really weird because yesterday it was upper 60s, warm, nice, kind of rainy, but nice day. It dropped 20 degrees overnight. Now it's 41 degrees and it's supposed to get colder. Fun. Okay, so as I said, I've already done all my major skincare. I'm going to go ahead and pop on my SPF though now. This is the Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer SPF 47. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on and we'll get started on her makeup. This is such a white cast. Okay. It's very foggy this morning. When we left to go get smoothies, it was still dark, but it was getting really foggy. But I don't have anything major on today. I'm just actually escorting my friend to the doctor. She had a foot surgery a while back and is still on crutches, and I think I got too much SPF. She's still on her crutches and scooter, so somebody's gotta get the scooter out of the trunk and help her get in and out of buildings and all that. So that's all I've got on the agenda today, really. And we're gonna grab some lunch. So yeah, not real concerned about having glam makeup on or anything like that. Gonna have a mask on most of the day. So yeah, I'm just gonna get this kind of worked into the skin. But that we could do just kind of a nice get ready with me style video while I just do my little everyday routine and stuff I've been really enjoying playing with, and just kind of a very quick makeup type of vibe. So yeah, brows are on, eye primer going. This is the Sigma eyeshadow base. I don't always fool with doing eye primer. I just feel like it today. But just put a tiny bit, not much. But this is a look I can do in like 10 minutes maybe, that kind of thing. And if I have extra time, I'll add a few more frills here and there. And I'm actually not short on time. I've got until 10 a.m. and it's 7. So that's what made me decide, hey, let's film, because that usually takes me twice as long to do anything when I turn the camera on for some reason. I think it's just because I have to narrate what I'm doing. I usually start with my eyes. That's just kind of how I do my makeup. But now that I have got them primed, I'm going to take a little bit of my loose setting powder here and just dust a little bit over the lids just because I don't want to spend all day blending and worry about getting skippy or anything like that. It's just and for my eyeshadow, I'm gonna use the Huda Sand Haze palette. I've just really been enjoying that one for my everyday makeup because it's just so soft yet really pretty. Really easy palette to work with, and I don't know, I just really like the colors in it. I use the khaki haze too some days, depending on what I'm wearing or, you know, kind of vibe I'm going for, but I just really like the sand haze for every day. And what I do is just take a big old fluffy brush. This one's from Sonia Kashuk, and I go into the, depending on which kind of color story I want to play with, sometimes I go more into the pinky red, sometimes I go into the more warm tones. I think today we're going to go with the more kind of pinky cooler side of things. So I'm going to take this center shade right here and just run that through the transition. These shades do have a warm undertone. They're not necessarily cool, and even the one shade that does look kind of cool tone has a warm flash in it. This is just really good. Light transition type of shade. And for this look, I think I use like 2 brushes. Very simple, easy stuff. Even on days when I do like soft makeup, I still tend to do my eyes first, just force of habit. Okay, and then let's bounce over to a little tapered crease brush, also from Sonia Kashuk. And I'm gonna go into this shade right here. And we're gonna bring that lower into the crease and transition. Just like going with these blushy tones for everyday looks, just because it's something very easy to do. You know, pillow talk vibes, that kind of thing. This palette does have a very similar type of color story as the Pillow Talk stuff from Charlotte. But they're just shades you can throw on really easily and not have to worry about them, you know, having to blend for hours or anything like that. They're just very soft, very graceful eyeshadows and colors that just work. Yeah, just get some soft definition going in the crease. And then on the same brush, I'm going to take this deeper shade right here, just like a dark rosy mauve-y color, and focus it right out here on the outer portion. Same brush, just doing a little circular spinny motion here, and then just gonna blend it. I'm just letting the brush like hug my eye and just follow the natural shape. And you could keep the eyes fully matte if you wanted to. I do like a little bit of a shimmer on the lid, just a little bit, just to give it a little something. But this does look nice just as a matte eyeshadow look as well. And just gonna build that to however you're happy. Now with the finger, I'm gonna go into this shade right here, this kind of purpley one. Well, it looks purple, but it also is kind of warm at the same time. It's a duochrome type of shade. And I just take that with my finger and I just pat that on the lid. I don't build it up like super strong or anything, just enough to get a little sheen. I really like that color. It's a pretty complex color. Like, it can look purple and cool toned, and then other times it can look almost bronze. It's really nice. This is a pretty unique little palette. Like, I know it doesn't look like that much at a glance, but it's pretty nice. Like most of Huda's shadows, they are much prettier in person, and there's just more to them than what they look like online. I'm just gonna slap that on with a finger, and that is that. I'm gonna take a little brown eyeliner now. You could use basically any color you wanted to. I just think brown looks nice. It's kind of soft. Just take this right here at the outer part of my lash line. Just build up a little bit of depth right there on that outer bit. It gives like a subtle lift. Because I have droopy eyes, and especially when I'm tired, they look real droopy. So I need all the help I can get. And I just like using a brown for every day, like a look like this, just because it's a little bit softer. It's not quite as harsh. It just flows a little more seamlessly. A purple would be really pretty too. And I'm taking a little liner brush, wherever it disappeared to, here it is. And take that darkest shade in the palette right here, and I'm just gonna stamp that over the liner, just to kind of adjust the tone a little bit so it matches a little bit better. And just kind of softens everything up just a tad. Yeah, I know my face is like super red today. I tell you, this weather, I'm itchy and everything else from it. So grab this little precision firm blender from Sigma. Take that shade right here, and then take the deepest shade right here, I'm just gonna build it up a little bit right there. Totally optional step. Just playing around for a second because I've got time. But the eyes usually end up some variation of this, if not this look. Like I may change out the shimmer shade or something, but for the most part, the rest of it's about the same. And I've been doing this for like a couple of weeks since I got this palette. It's just been my grab it and go kind of palette, and I'm just really into it. Okay, I'm gonna take this shade right here now, which looks just brown, but it's not. It's one of those shifty, tricky ones. And I'm just gonna put that one on the inner part right here. Just a little something extra. All right, and that is essentially the eyes done, aside from mascara. So for the face, I'm gonna go in with, we're gonna use the Age Perfect from L'Oreal, and I'm gonna do a little bit of primer. I'm gonna use the Marshmallow Primer from NYX. This is just the mini size, and I'm a fan. I do like it. Just a little bit of that. And going with the foundation now. I'm gonna apply it with a brush. This is from Sonia Kashuk as well. This is the stippling foundation brush. I'm not typically a brush girl when it comes to foundation, but lately I have been. I don't know what's happened to me. I don't want to get my hair out the way because it is large and in charge today and just wild. Also, my shirt is bugging me. And just pop a little bit of this in the back of my hand, not a ton, not that much. And a little bit on my brush. I'm just working it into the skin. I'm just gonna buff it in to begin with, just to get the product on. Bring it down my neck a bit because this shade is just a little bit deeper than my skin tone. I kind of like using the brush that I get around my nose ring pretty easily with it and quickly without having to take it out. And you guys know I am so into like super light coverage lately. Like that is just where it's at for me. Light glowy skin. Now for concealer, I'm just gonna do my True Match eye cream and a concealer business here. Just a tiny little bit on the back of my hand. And then I have this little angled concealer brush. And I'm just gonna take a little bit on that. And I'll work off the excess and apply that to under eyes, wherever I want to conceal. This is a very light concealer, as in it doesn't give a whole lot of coverage, but it just does just enough. It meshes really well with this foundation. And you can also use your finger, pat it out. It's 100% sold on that concealer brush. I think I just like using my finger with this one. And you can see just a subtle difference, a little bit brighter on that side. This looks a little bit better. So I am just gonna use my finger to apply it over here. Yeah, that little concealer brush is just not quite it. It's a good little brush, just I think I might have another use for it somewhere else. It's just so quick to be able to do this with a finger like this. Just take my little foundation brush here. I'm just gonna make sure everything is marrying together and blended, kind of merged into one. All right, and there we go. Next, I will take a drink of my smoothie. Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I love this stuff so much. And put a little bit out here. I've yet to do this under foundation to see how it looks. I mean, my foundation is pretty glowy. So a little bit up here and keep it so. And I'm just gonna work it in with my foundation brush. And now I'm gonna set down my face. I'm just gonna use a little e.l.f. This is a blush brush, but it's like really flat and pointed, tapered. I love it for under the eyes. I'm taking some of the By Terry Hyaluronic Powder. This is just my favorite everyday setting powder lately. A few days, or last couple of weeks. I know, I'm usually all about my number 7, but I found this one that's really good. It mattifies where I need it to, but it doesn't like overly mattify. And my foundation doesn't budge when I use this. Just take a little light amount, very minimal, and just set down that T-zone and center of the face. This is not makeup for necessarily longevity, but this powder definitely does help. I also use this brush just to like blend right here. Just set around the nose and the mouth and the chin. All the usual areas. Yeah, I'm just using very light dusting of powder. That just really locks in that concealer and everything so well, but it doesn't look flat or super matte. It can if you apply a good bit of it, but I'm doing such a small amount. And for the rest of the face, I'm gonna take my number 7 Perfect Light pressed powder on this big old glorious fluffy brush and just lightly set the rest of the face. But we're still glowy, just not gonna be slipping and sliding everywhere. I just like how very natural my skin looks like this. It's just not a ton of product, just the right amount. You can still get the glow from the flawless filter coming through and everything looking pretty seamless and just very skin-like. Okay, so next, I have been using the NARS Laguna bronzer because I got it in the little birthday gift from Sephora. And take it on this, tapered powder brush. It's a really good bronzer brush. And just been using that for my bronzer, contour bronze situation. I really did not think Laguna would work for me, but I found it to be a pretty decent bronzer on me. I'm shocked. But just very broadly applied, just as one would a bronzer, not contouring with it or anything. But it just gives a little bit of shape to the face. This brush gives you a super light application as well because it's so floppy. And I kind of love that. Can't hurt to minimize that a little bit, huh? And now for blush, I have just pretty much every day for like a week now, at least, I've been reaching for Buzzkill from Melt. This is one of their digital dust blushes from the Royal Blush Collection. It's a little duo here. Kind of focused a little bit more into the pinky side, same brush. And right back here with it. Broad application again, towards the backs of the cheeks. Nothing's precise here, it's just a nice flush of color. And again, also gives a little bit of structure to the face. A little highlighting brush here and take the lighter side right here, the highlighty side, and just put a little bit of that on as well. Not quite where I'd put my highlighter, just a little bit lower as a more blush topper situation. You can blend these together too. I do that also to swirl into both, which might as well just done that. And then we did the cream highlighter. I want a little, just a kiss of something more. So I'm gonna take the Retro Paradise from e.l.f. But I know we got glowy cheeks as it is, but just a little more glow. Not a whole lot, just a smidgen. So I'm doing this with the brush, just kind of lightly. Go ahead and do my mascara. Curl the lashes real quick. Just using my little sample size of the Fenty mascara. Oh, and I'm keeping the lower lash line completely bare. Sometimes I don't, most days I do. Trying to look awake here. I don't hate this mascara. I mean, this is not my favorite mascara. I definitely think there are better ones on the market. It's just kind of whatever, but I have the sample of it, so just might as well use it. Oh, I forgot to do an inner corner highlight. Take a little bit of that e.l.f. Retro Paradise. Got this little detail brush from Real Techniques. I'm gonna touch up my brows a little bit with my little e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil and Brow Gel. Benefit 24-hour brow setter. Yeah, I haven't really been going anywhere lately aside from just like running errands and stuff. Like just quick trips out of the house, but putting a little put together just makes me feel good. It's purely just something that makes me feel good. So that's where we are on that these days. We're just putting on makeup just for the sake of putting on makeup. You don't have to have a reason to do it. You just do it because you want to. Yep, that's as good as they're getting today. It's one of those days, is it? Alright, and lips, I'm gonna do NARS American Woman. I think it's a nice color. Lips really don't matter because you're not gonna see them most of the day anyway. If you're running errands, this is purely just for me and for the sake of the video. I love this shade so much. It is one of my favorite liquid lipstick shades. It's such a beautiful formula. Honestly, I would probably put on my Maybelline Lifter Gloss, but it is in my purse. That would be the finishing touch because I just love the way those glosses feel. But considering I am going to be wearing a mask most of the day and everything, just having the liquid lipstick is fine by me. I think that looks, it looks really good with the look though, doesn't it? But yeah, it just wears better under the mask, but I like to have those. I've just been really obsessed with those Maybelline lifter glosses. They make my lips feel so good. But yeah, they're in my purse, so I'll probably throw one on when I'm in the car or something. But for right now, this is the look kind of finished. Sorted my hair out. We got Mad Woman hair today, and again, don't care. This is my hair. Just let it do whatever it wants. Just gonna tame the frizz just a bit. And yeah, we are finished. This has just been my quick go-to, easy, get out the door kind of makeup look. It literally takes me like 10 minutes to do. If I want to like amp it up, I can, and have a little bit of leeway with it where I can play and have some fun. Like, you know, I might just take a little bit more of the Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury, and I kind of just want to put a little bit more on the cheekbones. So let's just a little bit more because I love it so much. Now this is what I've been using to apply it right here, this little brush. And just blend that in. Just want a little more glow right out here. And this applies pretty well over powders and stuff too. You just kind of tap it on gently. Now we'll do a little touch of setting spray and we'll be done. And I'm ready to run out the door, run my errand, do whatever it is I need to do today. Go to the doctor or somebody, help them in and out, you know. Yeah, that's just part of getting it to her, into her, dare I say it, mid-30s. Ew. Is taking care of your friend when she has surgery and that kind of stuff, and getting excited because somebody offers to drive because you can't see good at night. That kind of thing. That's where I'm at in life. Doctor's appointments and going to get lunch afterwards and making a day of it. So yeah, this is everything all done. Just super simple, quick, easy, soft, very kind of springtime looking. Yeah, just bring a little bit light and springiness into the makeup these days. As I said, it's like bitter cold today, but I'm trying to get a little springtime going on. So yeah, if you enjoyed hanging out with me, go ahead and like and subscribe. Comment down below, let me know some more looks you want to see. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.